He's only in his prime. Now, I think, it's not proven yet, but I did erroneously state that I still think, in classic cursed Leafs fashion, that this team was still going to have a bit of a run left in it to unfortunately take them out of that.
I thought you showed up with Cooper's rock. I thought you showed tanked.
Let me say this. I anticipated that it would be with Joffrey Lupul and Dion Phaneuf and Cody Franson and Mike Santorelli, in the lineup, which is kind of important. None of those guys played. Franson and Santorelli won't play the rest of the way. So it looks like I'm inaccurate there, which, hey, for Leaf fans, that's a good thing, because you're going to be playing kids. Guess who's going to play in the lineup every night? Brandon Cozen skated around last night. Greg McKaig's going to be up.
Yes, he is. You'll see Percy, you're going to see Finn, you're going to see these players.
It's not a bad thing for them, and it's not a bad thing for the standard.
Regardless of whether the Toronto Marlies have any kind of playoffs or not, you're going to see these players up with the big club. The Marlies might be a little hamstrung because you're going to be using a lot of these younger players up here, of course.
Yeah,
that's how it's going to go.
Yeah. 10 after 7. Let's get you what else you need to know on your Wednesday.
This is your Wednesday morning six-pack. 6 things you need to start your day.
Number 6, something we will explore throughout the morning. The over-unders are out for the American League win totals this season. The Blue Jays is really fascinating. Now, again, at the risk of being called a homer, the over-under is 82.5. You're telling me that a Blue Jays team, I think that we all think is a better club, in a division and an American League where a lot of teams got decidedly worse, a year where a lot of big-name free agents went over the National League, the Jays are going to have less wins than they did a year ago? I don't see it.
Baltimore's 82.5 also, which is interesting. They've lost a lot of moving parts to a very good club. They caught fire, no question, from June on. Boston's 86.5, that's the highest in the division. The Yankees 81.5, and even Tampa at 78.5. Like, give me the under on the Rays. Post Joe Madden, post David Price for a full year. They're not replacing guys anymore.
I would have said yes.
Post Will Myers,
73.
Oh God, and it looks like easy money. That's the kid with the ball of yarn with the Jays though, dangling at an 82.5.
I want in on it also. I'll bet like for the Jays to get under 82 wins, that means everybody's fired. It means guys are injured. It means it's a disaster.
Yeah.
I'll bet against a disaster. I'll bet against that.
No, he's great Jays talk segments from Mike Wilner if they're under 82.5. Yes, I just got to tell you.
Number 5, A-Rod extended his apology tour to include the fans yesterday, so he won't be doing this thing at Yankee Stadium. He did, though, release a handwritten letter and said sorry to every Yankee fan. Said, I take full responsibility for the mistakes, so on and so forth.
When was the last time you wrote anything that was that long? It's about 4 paragraphs in cursive writing. When was the last Haley's comment? Yeah. Like, I'm honestly thinking, I can't think of the last time I chopped something out, chicken scratched out in cursive.
My kids write all the time, and I'm like, God, does that make your hand tired? Spell buzz. I don't know how to do a Z. No, I know. Number 4, Dallas Cowboys still debating whether to use the franchise tag on Dez Bryant as the team attempts to work out a new longer-term deal. Players hate being tagged as franchise players. Yeah, Dez Bryant looks no different.
Have you seen some of his work on Twitter? Is just him retweeting stats that favor his.
Yeah, like Dennis Bryant has the most receiving touchdowns in the last 5 years among retweets.
I know. It's a retweet at NFL_stats. It's a little like there are people in our business that'll be like, really good show. I'm having a good time.
You're doing a great job.
Retweet. I don't know why they do that. How do we sit?
I don't know.
And we love some of these people. How do we sit them down and tell them to stop retweeting compliments? How do we do it?
Social media 101.
It's a 12-step program. You got to stop it.
Number 3, looking around the NHL last night, Ovechkin scores 37. Caps over the Penguins 3-1. Ovechkin was all over the place last night. Like, right now, the Capitals sit 7th in the East. But, I mean, they're a point back from the Rangers. They're a point back from Pittsburgh. They could win the division for all we know. Is Ovechkin in that? We talked about Carey Price today. Is Ovechkin in that hard conversation for you?
Yeah, he is, because they're gonna be there. Rick Nash would be also. Rick Nash, maybe you're gonna take the scoring leader for points, maybe the goal scoring leader, and maybe one of the 2 goalies. I don't know if you can have Price and Pekka-Rinne both be hard nominees, and yet their numbers are almost identical. Just the rudimentary goals against and save percentage are almost identical.
Rinne or Carey Price? Rinne's been unbelievable.
And can you make the case Rinne plays a tougher schedule, better teams, more travel, all that stuff? I'm not saying Price has been unbelievably impressive.
Number 2, Scotiabank Wednesday Night Hockey tonight on Sportsnet. It'll be the Habs and the Ottawa Senators in the early game at 7, followed by the Bruins and the Oilers. Expect to see Malcolm Subban maybe being showcased, getting his first NHL start for the Bruins tonight in Edmonton. Number 1 thing you need to know, Leafs lose 3-2 to the Florida Panthers last night. Power play goals from Bjugstad and Jokinen, not that Jokinen, UC Jokinen, with the game winner. And for the Leafs, it was Tyler Bozak. And for the play, the Leafs are back in action against Carolina on Friday.
All right, coming up, Gordon Stellick will join us at 7:22, but first we've got another clue to send you down to the ACC.
Yeah, if you want to see the Philadelphia Flyers in town on the February the 26th, famous this mystery player. Here's your second clue this morning. It's an unusual case. He played 67 games in his rookie season with the Hartford Whalers. 67. And the next year was back in junior hockey. You don't see that very often. Your next clue and chance to win coming up at 8:14.